to This From That. This is a series where I take a Bella Grace magazine called New Generation and I try and incorporate the graphics that are on each page into my journaling wherever possible. So this is for the July flip, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that you'll see is this was what the page looked like in the beginning. And it was talking about body image, and it had a girl on the right and then just words on the left with body image. So this is what I did with it. Now, this picture right here, Sally from Art Journal Junkie had posted this picture, and I loved it. It cracked me up, but I also thought it was something I could use for this body image page. And the reason that I did that was, first of all, it's a perfectly acceptable picture. But when you flip this up, you can see the things that we pick out about ourselves that probably no one else notices, but they stand out to us. So, like, the neck was too long on the llama, bad hair on the muskox, big ears on the goat, nose that was too big on this rooster, and too fat on the sheep. And I just thought that was really just a great way to talk about body image and what we do to ourselves. And so practice acceptance is the thing that is really important that we do. I noted the month of July, and then I just did something here about friendship, and so that's what that page was about. On this page, there was a girl, you can see her peeking through in the background, and I really wanted to do a quirky image. So I actually took up this whole page, and this will be a 5-minute quirky character that you'll see coming, and I call it Hello Llama. And so I just filled this page with that image because I really thought it was perfect. And I just added bits and pieces here, did some doodling across there, and just something to note, I outlined all of this because the page was rather dark with a Sharpie paint pen. And it's a little bit scary when you do it, but I think it really makes it stand out great from the background. So if you have something that's just kind of blending in, try outlining it with white and see if that doesn't perk up the page. So it went from this to that. Okay, moving on to the next page. The theme of body image continued in this magazine. And so I really didn't want to do a whole lot about just filling out all those questions. So what I did instead was just circled the words boost your body image, and then found a little image that I like, and I did a lot of journaling. And basically, this watch is what I really wanted to talk about in my journaling, and it had to do with time and how we spend our time, and that we don't have all the time in the world like we sometimes think we do. So that's what I was journaling about, and I thought the watch was a good depiction of that. I just added some washi tape across the top, and then on the other side you can see that there was a girl laying down with her legs crossed, and so I really didn't know what to do with that, so I kind of just put this over it. And when I was a kid, we used to play this game called Rotten Rathers, and it would be, would you rather do this or would you rather do that? And I had found a book at the library that they were tossing, and it had this in there, and it was just perfect. So I talked about that childhood memories, and then here was one of the things about Rotten Rathers. I left this that was from the original page, and this quote I thought was perfect, which was, let people see the real, imperfect, flawed, quirky, weird, beautiful, magical person that you are. And I did a little bit of journaling on that. Again, I outlined my image in white just to make it stand out, and I like the way that turned out. So it went from this to that. So moving on to the next page, you can see that there's a girl over on the left in a field, and then on the right there's words called Laugh It Out. And so what I did with this page is I really wanted to journal on it. So I just made her a quirky character. So as you can see here, I just highlighted, I put a new face on her and some eyes, a crown, and changed her clothes. And I really, if you look closely, you can see that I couldn't cover up her whole body. I just found the size of an image that I liked and put that on there. And then I did the journaling that I wanted to do. I had a rabbit here that I just love this guy, and as you know, when I have a haircut, I always put a rabbit in, and that's what that represents. I happen to forget my haircut, but that's why it's there. Jeannie sent me this card, and I really loved it. She said it reminded her of Tenny Bird, and I think it does too. And so I wanted to drop that into my journal. Now, on the Laugh It Out part, this was, I was waiting in the emergency room with my husband, and you know, there's not a lot you can do there. You're just waiting. And so I was playing with Photo Booth, and you can stretch and do all kinds of things on that. And so I saved that image because this Laugh It Out, I thought it was just perfect. And so I did that. I did some journaling about why I was there and what was happening with that. And then I found this old camper, and Jesse and I used to camp a lot. And in '76 was when we went to, it was the first time, one of our first dates, and we went to the RV show in San Francisco. And so it was just a good memory of that. And so that's why I put that there. And that really finishes up July. I didn't have a lot of opportunity to journal this month, but I did get some in, and so I wanted to share it with you. So it went from this to that. One last thing I thought I'd share with you are just a couple of ATC coins that I've made recently, and I just thought you might enjoy seeing them. So no special reason for these. I was just playing around, and let me zoom in a little bit so you can see them. I think you can see them a little better there now. So but basically, these were images that I just enhanced using, I added some sunglasses, which you've seen before on some of the quirky character sheets, and changed the eyes up. And mostly I just highlighted each of the images, went in with my Prismacolor pencils, and added some rub-ons. Did some doodling around the coins, and that was it. It was, you know, super simple to make these. And so I hope you're having fun with your artist trading coins. I'm still having a good time making them. So that's it for the July flip. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.